Auction time. This is the 5V series auction, 5V01. This one's on video. It is a amoeba chert from Texas. I believe I napped it raw. I don't remember if I sharpened it on video or not, but it is sharpened all the way around. Okay? This one is 4 3/4. It's going to look bigger than it actually is because my hands are small. I just wanted to get that out there so you can kind of get a good picture of the size. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I worked on so many this week that I don't have much memory of each one. Yeah, I know I did this on video. I think I did refine this on video and close this one out. Yeah. It's not translucent. It is very high grade stuff. I liked it a lot. I wish I had a lot of that stuff. 5V02. This one was on video as well. This started out as a Keokuk slab that was partially worked. And I didn't know what to do with it. So I looked in the book and I found something called a Hamilton. Or in some places it's called a Rankin. Right? It's got a pretty pointy tip and it's got notches that look like that on some of those. Right? Hamilton? That's what it's called. Anyway, I figured I would make a type of point that was found in at least in an area close to where Keokuk is found, right? Hopefully. I know it's not that close, but I hope it's good enough. Anyways, this one is 4 3/8 inches long. I did work on the edge a little bit off camera. There was a crunchy spot there that I took out. I did sharpen the tip down a little bit more. And of course I put the notches in and made the base flat. It was rounded. And I sent in some thinning flakes. That one's a kind of a big thinning flake, and then some small ones in there. And then I just went around and looked at the different dull spots and cruddy spots and try to take care of them. All right. 5V03. Now this one I did completely off camera. This, I think I got this from my friend from Ocala, Florida. John Allers. Anyway, it's a heat treat, and I don't know if it's coral or if it's a chalcedony or some kind of stone, and not some kind of petrified coral or something. It napped well, and I was thinking I'll just make a Texas point out of it because that's what I'm familiar with. So I tried to make a Montel, and I'm not sure if there's big pieces of chalcedony like this in Texas. I assume there is, but if not, oh well. It's a Montel style. This one is 3 7/8 inches long. Again, my hands are small, so it's going to look a little bit bigger than it actually is. All right. The width on this one, 1 5/8. Yeah, it's hard to get the stems to look right on these, so I try to get the stem to look right and try to thin this down as much as possible. It was kind of a steppy material. I got lucky and cleaned this side really well. And I also got lucky when I cleaned out the middle of this. You should have seen it before I cleaned this out. It was very, very steppy. I got lucky and was able to drive some lucky flakes through that area. Yeah, you can still see some remnants. All right. So yeah, very translucent. I like this material also. 5V04. I made this off camera. This is Georgia chert. heat treat from Jeff Head, this material. I don't know what style this is, probably a Hernando type style of point. It gave me some trouble, yeah, I have to admit, but once I got past the troubled areas, it napped very well, and it was easy to put in some notches. Relatively speaking, this was easy to notch. All right. This one is 3 1/8, a little over 3 1/8 inches long. Very translucent. Very nice color. I believe it changed to a more of a darker golden color with the heat. Yes. 5V05. This is a piece of Georgetown that I was messing around with. I got a bunch of Georgetown lately as gifts, and also I found a batch of it in my stuff, in my storage unit, so I've been napping a bunch of Georgetown. Anyway, I just went crazy with the notches on this one just to get some practice. And I put kind of like I don't know what kind of base that is. Curly base or curly stem. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. It's just an art piece or an eccentric. Georgetown raw flint, Georgetown flint raw. Let's see, almost 2 7/8 inches long. Okay. 5V06. This is Heat Treat Georgia chert. Again, this is a swirl type of chert. Very nice material, and this is an art piece as well. It's just a larger version of an arrowhead, an arrow point style. Very similar to this one that I did on video, this little smaller one. I just did a bigger version in the Georgia chert. Now, if it matches the archaeological record, good. But I wasn't trying for that. I was just doing an arrowhead out of this kind of material, and I decided to just go with an arrow point style. Yeah, I got a bunch of this too that I found in my stash. This heat treated Georgia stuff. Yeah. .5V07. This is raw chert that napped very well, so I decided to try some pressure flaking on it. I showed it very quickly in a video, but it just for show. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could get an Eden style point. Now, the flake scars don't show up very well on this material, but yeah, it's ground down here. This is not really made according to how they say these were made. I just made many passes on this to get it to this shape. I think preforms for this type of point are not that refined, and they just use skillful flake removals, sometimes spacing them out quite a bit and then flaking in between to get that diamond shape, instead of running pass after pass after pass. I don't know. There's been studies on how these were made, and I've read a couple of them. All I did on this one is just multiple passes. Yeah, it's a raw chert, very nice material. Okay. Yeah, Eden style Texas chert, 3 3/8, and it's raw. Yeah, not translucent. 5V08. I don't think this is on video. I was just messing around with this jet black obsidian I got from a friend of mine here in Vermont. He had a bucket full of obsidian, and in that bucket there's like three variations of this obsidian stuff. High grade obsidian. This is the most opaque obsidian in that batch. It's almost pure jet black. It's got some translucency around the edges. Just a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, and it's a kind of a, let's see, is it greenish or brownish? It's kind of a greenish tint, but I don't know. I'm colorblind, so it could be also a little bit brownish. Anyway, it's a very nice jet black material, but it is kind of crunchy and not easy to sharpen. I don't know what style that is. I just put some big old ears on it. Yeah. 2¼ inches long. All right. 5V09. This one is completely on video. Raw chert. It was a challenge type of video. And a challenge rock from a batch from my friend Sal. Yeah. It's just a simple design arrowhead. But one of my favorite designs. Yeah. I like the corner notch. I like the, pointy tip. And, basically this size. What size is it? 2 1/16, little over 2 inches long. Okay. 5V10. This one is on video. You can see it completely on video. I did not alter it off camera. I did not touch it. It's the same as the one on video. No alterations on it, right? Yeah. This one is a heat treat, I believe. Georgia heat treat. It was golden. I'm assuming it's a Georgia stuff, but it could be from Texas. I don't know. It was from a piece that I called golden chert, but if I look at it, it looks like Georgia jasper heat treat. But I don't know. You decide. All I know is it napped very well. $5V11. 3 different triangles in this, under this one item number. Okay? This mahogany obsidian one is on video. Oh yes. Now I may not have sharpened it on video. I don't remember. But it is sharp. Especially on the edges, maybe not so much on the base. Might have some grinding marks still on it. In fact, I know it does, like right there. But the edges are sharp. I was going to finish it out this morning, but I didn't have time. Oh well. This one I don't think is on video. Simple root-beerish type Texas chert raw that I was having some fun napping because it naps really, really well. Yeah. I'm making a bunch of points out of this stuff this week, or last week, and this coming week as well. So I know a couple of guys that wanted some points of this off camera. Okay. So I'm trying to catch up with that, with that project. Okay. I'm not taking on any new projects. No, because I've got family stuff coming up, and I can do the auctions, but I won't be able to do anything off camera or off the auctions until further notice. Anyway, I did that off camera as a practice. I did this off camera as a practice as well. This is Georgetown type flint. So these two are practice points I did off camera. They're very thin. How thin? I don't know. I haven't done the width to thickness ratio. And I don't want to. No, doesn't matter. 2 7/8. A little over 3 inches on that one. And this one is 2 5/8. I'm going to make sure that tip didn't break off. 2 5/8, yeah. It's so easy to break the tips off. So, all right, so, yeah. You can see how thin they are. They're pretty thin. Okay. Last but not least, small box, 5V12. This one is a small box of Broken by faces. I did a lot of these on video, so I just stuck them in here. These are from the video. AJ's heat treat experiment. Yeah, that's what that's from. All of these, and I did not modify any of these off camera. These are all from the video. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. In case you didn't see the video, go look at it. You can see all of these being napped. I believe this is a heat treat Georgetown. This is also heat treat Georgetown. These are all different grades of Georgetown. I don't know if this is raw. I can't remember. It might be a raw piece. This is a heat treat. I believe all of these right there, except maybe this one. All of these are heat treats. Okay. Almost 3 3/4 by 1.5 inches. It's pretty thin. All right, so that gives you an idea. This is a little, whatever that is. Yeah. And this is whatever that is. Yeah. I'm tired this morning, can you tell? I don't feel like reading the ruler. I'm just looking through the viewfinder. You can read the ruler. Yeah. Don't ask me what kind of church they are. They're just kind of gravel church. These are gravelly. They're gravelly and grovelly. All right. So this is stuff that I was working on off camera. That's not it. I got a couple of these. Like I said, I've been working a lot of this stuff off camera. So that's that right there. Broken. This is a broken one. These are a bummer because I didn't expect these to break. This one is a Georgia heat treat or something similar. Yeah. That one snapped on me. Very disappointing. And then this is a hornstone. Very disappointing snap as well. Yeah. This had a little bit of a weird spot right here. And I hit it way too hard, it looks like, right in that weak spot. It has some... This brown stuff is not as good as the darker gray stuff. Yeah. Unfortunately, I went a little bit overboard, and you can see I have a tendency to snap it almost exactly in half. Yeah, that's why I came up with the term snap in half-ish. Yeah, my napping style is snap in half-ish, and some stones are snap in half-ish as well. All right, so that's it for the items. Rules. These are my cheat notes. There's a better description in the description box. There will be an auction every Monday. Every single Monday, unless there's extremely extenuating circumstances. Please look at my previous auctions to see how they work. There you go. I'm not going to go over all that. Bid in the comment section under one of my pre-populated comments. My pre-populated comments will contain the item number, a timestamp where the item appears in the video, and a short description. Yep. Bid in the comment section under one of those. If you don't know how or you can't bid under one of those, make sure you put the item number with your bid so I know what item number you're bidding on. Okay? I will like your comment if I see it. Pay attention. I will like your comment if I see it. If there's no likes on your comment, or there's no like, and it's getting toward the end of the auction, that means I don't see it. You have to ask me in the comment section, can you see my comment? And if there's still no response or no like, then I can't see. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but sometimes not all comments are visible. Sometimes comments are not always visible. It may take a while for me to like your comment, but as the time approaches the end of the auction, I will check more frequently. Now, if I haven't put a like on your comment and it's getting toward the end, that means I don't see it. All right? I hope we're clear. What do you do if I don't see it? You just ask me, can you see this comment? How about this one? How about now? You can enter as many comments as you want. If I don't respond to any of them, that means I can't see any of them. But if I respond to one or two, just rebid again, and maybe it'll show up. Try not to bid at the last minute. Yeah. It's important. I skim over this pretty quick most times, but try not to bid at the last minute. I don't really care if you do because, it's risky. But please try not to do it. Be aware that I'm using YouTube's time tracker and it's not always accurate. Yeah, that's the main thing. But I use it because it's fair to everyone. That's what everybody sees. All right? Shipping is free in the U.S. International shipping is discounted but not free. I will add $10 for lightweight packages and $20 for heavy packages if you're an international bidder and winner. I will provide tracking numbers. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, checks or money orders, or a payment via electronic invoice that I can send you, and you can pay with a card. Winners will be announced at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. But pay attention to your time zone. The auction ends at different times depending on your time zone. I announced the winners at 9:01, but the auction ends at 9 on top of the hour. Okay, and if you're in Central Time, the auction ends at 8. If you're on Mountain Time, the auction ends at 7. If you're on Pacific Time, the auction ends at 6. All right. You will be notified in the comments section if you're the winner. Please email me your info if you're new. Yes. If you've never bid before, if you've never won a bid before, you need to email me if I say that you've won. If you win the item because you've got the highest bid, you need to send me an email if you're new. So please pay attention to the comment section. Okay? That's the only way I can communicate with you if I don't have your email address or anything else. The only way we can communicate, if we've never communicated before, is in the comment section. Okay? Alrighty. Hopefully that was clear. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I hope you liked the items, and good luck.